So now they're like investing in
Oh,
dolphins.
you thought he meant actual dolphins?
Yes.
Hold on.
Okay, I am.
Hold on.
You're on to something though.
Hold on. Oyo. You want to tell me you wouldn't watch men riding dolphins in a race? There we go. Can't start without the music. And we got the quote of the Sith Lord over here on the left or the right. Depending how you want to look at it. I know. It's the best thing ever. I talk so much trash and then in post when I'm doing it, I can see myself talking. I'll just duck the volume. Absolutely amazing. How you doing today, fellas?
I'm fantastic, man.
Good, man.
Fantastic. Welcome to the show, peoples. When we took a break, we're back. Here we go. First topic. Well, we have a lot of topics, actually. Let me go over all the topics. So today we're going to be talking about turkey bowls. I only watched one, so I'm going to need y'all input on the other two.
Okay.
This is shopping season. We got some World Cup junk. We got a new term, sportswashing. That's an interesting one I picked up. The Saudis take over. Is that racist the way I just said that? Is that racist the way I just said it?
It's on the bubble, man. That's a bubble. That's on the bubble right there.
You're doing one
Let
of those.
Let me try again. Let me try again. The Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund is taking over. That's more.
Yeah.
That's better, right?
You probably would have been better off starting with that.
So let's start with the turkey bowls. You guys watch? I only watched the Packers one. Did you guys watch any of the other ones? Because it was 3, right?
What was the night game? Because I don't feel like I remember watching the night game. I know
Raven-
for sure
The night game was
Right.
the Chiefs, no?
didn't check that one. Yeah, Chiefs, Cowboys. I watched the Packers and Lions. Packers, Lions. Was that what they played?
Yeah, Packers Lions, Packers Lions. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch
Yeah,
the night game.
I only watched Packers Lions and then the Chiefs Cowboys. Those are the ones I watched.
Yeah, I saw some of the highlights on the Ravens one that looked good, but I don't really pay attention to the Ravens anymore after my boy left. So, but how you feel about the Packers game?
For those who do not know, his boy is Ray Lewis. Yeah, I was gonna say.
What?
A long time ago. Just so people understand how long ago.
What's your
That's
point?
right. It was Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow returned and played against the Ravens and whooped them. That's right. Sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, and I should have watched that game too.
I didn't watch.
But how'd you guys feel about the Packers game since we all watched that one?
The Packers did what the Packers do. They played really well. I mean, honestly, that game, it was a toss-up because both teams are really good right now. They need the wins. It's been a weird football season in general.
I agree.
Both squads needed a dub. But, yeah, I mean, that man Jordan Love out there getting some very important wins on important times and a Thanksgiving win, first game of the day. Congrats to him. So, Packers look good.
Exactly. Right, that's what you kind of want to rev the day on the right note. And some of the I really liked some of the highlights because I was going in and out, and then I fell asleep for 10 minutes and woke up and had no idea what was going on.
Before the turkey?
No, like yeah, exactly before the turkey.
Damn.
Like in the middle of the game, I was checking my phone, looked down, woke up. I was like, oh snap! That's a lot of time that flew by. It was during the second quarter, so it's not like anything important happened.
If that was happening before the turkey, no wonder you didn't watch the night game, man.
Yeah, I didn't make it, bro. I felt like I felt an old man towards the end of the day or whatever. Yeah, 100%. Like when you go on Grandpa and he on the recliner, and you just see him slowly go like this.
Yeah, just the dozing,
and then he's just done. Man, it was rough. But I was checking the trading market during Turkey Day, and I was actually surprised that there wasn't that much movement on the games and betting for it. Like after the initial bets, I didn't see anything post second quarter.
Interesting.
Usually you see it going right out to the and they'll close out third quarter, but I didn't see the trading volume spike like how it normally does on turkey bowls. I thought that was pretty interesting because the futures market has been very.
Sorry, I had to get the focus right. I had to fix my focus.
the trading market has been really roller coastery this season so far, especially with Kentucky lost their Super Bowl championship league or whatever. I think now, let's see who's on there now. Yeah, I think the LA's Rams, right?
Yep. Or Chargers.
Yeah.
Depending on who you ask.
Fair. The Rams are set to win right now, I believe, the Super Bowl.
They were, but then they lost a big game today. And guess what team is in first place? The Bears.
Oh wow.
So yeah, football's weird this year, man. But yeah, Rams still have a high possibility, but they're not in first place anymore after today.
But they're only down 3% after that loss.
I believe that because they're still a better team. It's just crazy that they're not in first place with how good they played all year.
Right. So like it's interesting to see the social dynamic of it and how the money moves. Because honestly, at the end of the day, like we love watching sports, but it's really money. Right? Like we watch the sports, it generates revenue, the income, and then it's just this nice little circle we go through. So it's always interesting to see like the fan base, how they move with their wallets once the games start going and start intermingling with or whatever. Because like you could be a hardcore any fan, but it doesn't mean you're gonna put your money there.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's my reoccurring joke. I hate betting on my own teams
because you know them well.
Not only that, it's just like when I don't bet on them, my only want is for a team to win. Now, if I add something to it and I'm putting money on, if we're going in basketball terms, I put money on Jalen Brunson to score a certain amount of points, and I want them to win, then I'm going to be happy we won, but then Jalen Brunson didn't score enough, so now I'm upset about my team not doing something even though we won. So I refuse. I just don't want to put money on my team because, unnecessary stress. It's already stressful enough.
Coda, any final thoughts on this Turkey Bowl, on the Packers game, or any of the games you watched?
Not really. It was just a good time. Nothing crazy to me, honestly.
I agree with that. Nothing. Good background noise, right?
Yeah, I just enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right. It is shopping season now, right? This is where everybody goes into the black, hence Black Friday. Because I don't think there is a White Friday unless anybody wants to correct.
It's just a time for robots and black people because Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
100%. iRobot Will Smith. Got it. All the backhands in the world. So with it now being Black Friday and everybody and their mother trying to kill everybody, did you actually see some of the reports of people actually going back into stores in droves for Black Friday? For the Walmarts and the Targets. So we'll get into that, but did you see any of the videos of people like actually pushing through doors again like it used to be back in the day?
No.
AI.
So one of the AI, actually there was a couple of those and it got me a couple times. And I was just like, dang, I live in this territory and I'm getting had on some of these videos. But Walmart had a couple issues of people pushing down front doors and whatnot. I forget what states they were, but a couple of them in California like normal. Target actually put out this marketing campaign where campaign's strong, but they put out marketing for, okay, it's Black Friday. We have doorbusters, fellas. And the doorbusters were supposed to be these bags that had oogles of merchandise in there worth hundreds of dollars or whatever. And most of all the bags were basically Uno cards, gushers, and like what are those hard candies that you put in like the Fez dispensers and stuff like that? Those type of things. Nothing worth more than like yeah. Nothing worth more than like $15, $25. And they had people waiting overnight.
This was like, oh, okay, got it.
This is Target. Yeah, this is Target for Black Friday, like overnight for these things, because everybody wanted doorbusters. Everybody just wanted to get like literally the doorbusters for what used to be like the thing that made Black Friday. But it was gypped, basically. How you're waiting for hours and hours, and there's only 100. So like if you're 90 or if you're like 101, there's no point in being there because there's no more for you.
Got you.
Right. So but there's lines going past, hoping somebody is going to hoping somebody's gonna. I gotta go pee and I lost my thing in line. Right. But like Target's right now is getting fired for this. But again, they don't care. They just want money, kind of thing. Everybody wants money right now. Another thing that's out there is on Walmart specifically. There's a couple TikToks and YouTube Shorts going around where they have their artificial trees and they're marked up from like $120 all the way up to like $300.
Marked up? I don't think they're doing Black Friday right. Why are they marked up?
So it'll show on there that, hey, this is a $300 tree, and we're gonna charge you. I think it was $250, right? Yeah, $250, and it'll be like Black Friday special or Black Friday price.
Marked up to fake a sale. Got it. I understand.
Yeah.
So they're still winning on that because the tree is initially like 100 and something, but they're saying it was once 300 and now the sale's 200 is what you're saying.
Yeah, but actually in this case, it's actually a little bit deeper.
Oh Lord.
So in this case, artificial trees are usually made anywhere from, I think when I got the estimate, it was like 7 to 11 months in advance. So like right now they're putting in the orders for next year's artificial trees. And last year around this time, tariffs weren't implemented. So when the tariffs got implemented, the price that was on the box was the initial MSRP before the tariffs got implemented. Because tariffs get charged at the port of entry. So like, let's say something's $100 and they're like, okay, cool, you have a 10% tariff. As soon as you get to port of entry, the person bringing the items over, that company has to pay the tariff. So, okay, cool, here's my $10. And then that just gets passed on to the customer most of the time, or the company eats it. More than likely, it's the customer who eats it, not the company. So some of these items, some of these items are getting raised past what's actually printed on boxes. But on Black Friday, they have to mark it up so much higher just to get back the cost of those items. But it looks just disingenuous because you got this white sticker on the boxes. You peel it off, you're like, hey.
Yeah, but it's too late.
What is this?
Oh.
Hey, what are you doing?
The hell is that?
Yeah. So, and then Amazon. I got bamboozled on Amazon because I've been waiting for these shelves. I was gonna put you guys see my desk. I was gonna put some metal shelves underneath, shelves underneath and whatnot, so to hold stuff a little bit better and be a little more organized. And I've been following this thing for like the last, good Lord, like 2 months. I was like, okay, I'll wait, because it's expensive-ish. It's like $80, $100 or whatnot. I was like, okay, maybe on Black Friday it'll go down to like 60 or 50 kind of thing. And I got a notification a week before Black Friday that the item I had been waiting for, that was $80 at the time, had a price change. I'm like, oh, okay, we're getting some early Black Friday deals. It's going to be fantastic. I go check these shelves, this 3-tier shelves, and it is $150.
Ooh.
Right? So what you were bringing up earlier, ZK, right? So then I wait. I was like, why is it so expensive? Okay, I wait a week. Black Friday comes and like, oh, this is 46% off. So the item was $80 before. Now it is $85.
But so because you see the previous price, people aren't doing that much research. Yeah, the reason why I thought that's what you were talking about initially is because Amazon's been guilty of this. Yeah, the only products Amazon has that the sales are actually legit are, and you should probably know this, Amazon products. Like literally the dots,
Amazon basics. Yep.
All the Amazon product stuff. Like they're the only things that are actually on sale. Everything else, man. And they hit you with like those crazy price tags and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. And if they can't manipulate them or maneuver them, then they're just simply just not on sale.
Yeah, it's just regular price.
Just regular price.
Damn,
it's ridiculous.
This blender's 47% off.
Yep. No, that's like they'll do it. Like I remember this like a few years ago. The first time I ever looked into it is because we were getting, I don't remember, some stupid appliance. But the point of the matter was I looked at it and I'm like, original price, this thing is about $400. There's no way. So I Googled it and I'm like, no, it's supposed to be just $200. Why would it originally be $400 on Amazon? This must be like it might be resold and da-da-da-da-da. And then I realized that the sale price was close to that original price I just Googled. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. So then I looked into it. And there's Reddit posts about it. And it was a whole thing. And I was late to the game. This was like 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, not going to get me ever again, Amazon. Nice try.
Fool me once, Amazon.
No,
Shame on me.
Nice try,
Fool
man.
me twice. I'm burning down the whole building.
Try, bro. So basically, kids out there, do your research, man.
100%. And there's tons of add-ons you can put on Chrome that literally will show you the price chart at the bottom, and you can see as it goes up and down. It's also better for you. Steam does the same thing, where it's Steam. Ooh, what is it? Steam Sales DB. It's something like that where it'll show you the actual lowest price the game has ever been. So if a sale comes up and it's like, oh, okay, it's $30, that's not the floor. It was at $9 before. Right. So it allows you to make a better gauge of, okay, this is close enough to this floor. I don't mind paying for at this price, because as long as I'm not paying full price, is all that kind of matters. But it's gotten real scammy though.
Terrible, right?
For this type of things. Yeah. It just doesn't feel good. It just feels like a number now, versus like you would wait and it was like a kind of fun to like get to shop for the things you want. Like a lot of people do all of their Christmas shopping during this week.
Yeah.
And then even like Black Friday only used to be one day. Now it's basically all of November. And then Cyber Monday now is really basically what comes down to is the new Black Friday. Because Cyber Monday really is really just
web wide. It's not just like an Amazon or something like that. If you have your websites like, oh my goodness, my brain. Computer place, tech. Oh my goodness, my brain.
Flies.
Micro Center.
Micro Center, right? Micro Center is my go-to, and their sales are always really, really good. You know, it's legit because you can't manipulate electronics. Because we know the pricing of all electronics. We know that a certain GPU is a certain price the entire year, and now you might get that 20%, and it's legit. So, that's why Cyber Monday is the one I look forward to now more than anything else.
And even on some companies, I don't know if you've heard of, everyone's heard here of DJI for the drones, right?
Yeah.
DJI is getting in trouble a lot on the federally. So now they have an off-brand. I forget the name of it. It is quite literally the exact same DJI. I forget what it's called, but it's the exact same DJI product, just a different brand. Like literally, it's the exact same thing. Yeah, and they have a shell company that manufactures it, but it's the exact same thing. And the thing is DJI's making it just so that they can bring it into the States as a different company.
Interesting.
And it's way cheaper. It's like 20% cheaper on all the stuff, just so that it doesn't even have like price parity with its own products. So it's just interesting. Kind of also too, like Amazon Basics, how you bring in Amazon, they keep getting in trouble because they're the marketplace. And it was like, okay, hold on, you're selling products that are against your competitors on your own marketplace of the items that are number one sellers.
Right.
Seems a little fishy, my boy. Like what you getting up to over there, huh?
Yeah.
What you doing, big fella? Yeah. So it's getting kind of scammy. You find anything you wanted this season, Coda?
No, not really, to be honest. I really want a Ninja Creamy, but I couldn't get. There was no real deals for that.
Yeah.
Like coffee?
You never heard of the Creamy? No.
The ice cream maker.
It's the ice cream maker, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, that kind of creamy. Yeah, you go ahead, like you could like make ice cream out of like just about anything, but you can make like protein ice creams and stuff like that. And I really wanted it. Yeah. There weren't no crazy deals really going on for it, and it's expensive. So we're still waiting.
Yeah, it's about
on that
it's
one.
300 normal, right?
I think so. It's like 320 something or 390 something. But that's like the only thing I really wanted. Other than that, because I'm really chilling. Otherwise, and nothing caught my eye.
Did you see the slush I sent you? CK.
Yeah, we have a few of them that are on our list of what we want to get, but yeah. That was one of them.
I think once I saw that, I was like, "Ooh, man, this guy's all just staring at this all night and day." He's like, "I'm about to put 7-Eleven out of business."
Yep. At least I brought someone in the world that can carry it on, because I don't drink slushies like the way I used to, man. I really don't.
You don't?
Yeah, bro. I don't really have slushies
that old
like
age.
that.
What's going on there?
I might be, man. I don't know, man. The code, my teeth are too sensitive for it
My
now.
chief.
Nah, but Anaya, she is, yeah,
Oh, does
1,000%.
she?
Like,
Okay.
oh, bro, she could have like 4 of them a day. So at least I sub someone else in. You know, the slushy industry. Don't worry, you still got
Brave
one.
amateurs.
It might
They do
not
their
be me,
part.
but you still got one. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
But yeah, no.
All right. Fair enough.
Slushy
Fair enough.
industry.
So it looks like we're all broke this year. Moving on.
This year, go ahead and move on. Get that this year out.
World Cup.
There it is. I was waiting for someone to say it.
Good Lord. World Cup. Man, I hate everything about the World Cup right now, fellas.
Why, man?
Everything I can
Panama
find.
made it, baby. What's
Oh,
Here's my
wrong?
So-
information for it. I am just here living until it comes. I just keep hearing that. It's,
Let
Panama,
me give
dude.
you the dealie on these right to buys.
That
Okay.
nigga said the dealie.
So I have my right to buy for group stage,
Sure
which is the earlier stages, right? So my right to buy was 470. Keep that in mind. I lose that, rather I buy a ticket or I don't. That money's gone because it's just a reservation. Okay, so I'm already out the pooty 500. Okay, move on.
Okay. The who?
So the pooty, like it
Okay.
says saying booty, like patootie, it's pooty.
Yeah,
Y'all never heard that before?
Man, I like it.
never.
Oh, you got it, twin.
Never. I'm letting you rock with it. Go ahead.
So all right, 500 on the pooty. Okay, so
you speak your truth.
they of course there's a whole Reddit chat of fees called FIFA Collect, because they're basically using NFTs for these RTBs, right? And the blockchain for it. I think they're using Avalanche, that blockchain. So the going price right now for round of 32, which is after group stage. Category 2, there's category 1, which is basically pit side, category 2 in the middle, and then category 3, which is at the top. Category 2 in the middle, very decent seats. Those right now are going for like 550 to 680 at SoFi right now, right? For one ticket. And those are just random matches, could be match 84, 76, further matches out, right? They're going to be at SoFi. I got match number 4. So the opening match in the United States. Match 4? No, I think, yeah, opening match for United States. I think match 3 is in Toronto, Canada. So yeah, match 4 opening. So it's USA. Ain't no one and their mother want to watch USA playing the World Cup, because USA has been trash for decades.
We're dog. We're terrible.
There's just no point.
Men's, yes.
So-
Men's.
Yes, men's. So, USA, don't know who it is because the drawing hasn't come. Guess how much one category 2 ticket is for this opening match?
600.
Okay, that's your guess? CK?
Yes.
What's your guess?
Yeah, I would say like 500, 600.
500, 600? Okay, good.
Mhm.
Final answers?
Yes.
Yeah.
$2,000.
Money.
And that's category 2 seats. Category 1 seats, which is further down,
Yeah.
is $2,700.
Right. So is TKO running the ticket pricing for that, or like, because that's crazy.
Actually, you got you something on TKO later on. We could talk about it, and you'll be really interesting. But say a World Cup or whatever. Yeah. So the worst part is that this is only for one ticket, and so a group stage would be 2. You can't alter what you chose for your right to buy. So like, let's say, okay, I don't want to buy 2 tickets anymore because it's too expensive. Let me say I want to do 1 ticket for a round of 32, right? You can't change it because you're locked in. So you're just out your money, and you can't even put the money you purchased the RTB with into the ticket to like potentially lower the value of it, or not the value, the cost of it. Yeah. So they just have a bunch of people, because they've locked people into these, and then they lock them into higher tier tickets. because they took a percentage of each ticket base. So like category 3, which would be the cheaper tickets, they only secured 5% of those tickets for the RTBs. For the category 2 tickets, it was 20%. So you locked people into higher paying tickets instead of locked into getting a spot, because their assumption is that because your right to buy, you don't want your ticket to be cheaper than your right to buy. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm just securing a spot. So literally, and also too, there was phases of when you could claim your right to buy. So it's phase 1, 2, and then peasants at the end.
Hell yeah, my people.
Right. So you have first phase 1, which is Black VIP card members. Phase 2, which is some other junk, and then by the time you get to phase 3, all category 3 tickets are all gone. Category 2 tickets are almost gone, and now it's just category 1 tickets left over. So basically, because also too, these are all NFTs, so they're not even paying, because they paid a company to do the whole avalanche chain. They're not even paying a service fee for people to buy tickets because it's all on blockchain. So they're already getting a revenue increase from not having to pay ticket providers, because they paid a fat fee. They paid a flat fee to Morazic or whatever, the company that's doing it for them. So now so once their flat fee is, once they get the money back on that, they're net zero, which is going to be super quick, because they're no longer paying the transaction costs of having to pay for a vendor to bring in the ticket sales for them. So it's a market.
So I can't just go on SeatGeek and buy some tickets?
No. It has to be through FIFA Collect right now.
Yeah, bro.
It's FIFA Ultimate Team all over again. I'm so glad they lost the FIFA naming rights for or EA lost it, so they can't make FIFA the game anymore. I'm so glad they lost those naming rights.
Why EA connecting us straight here?
Sorry. I'm just mad.
What did they have to do with any of that?
I'm so mad. Like I'm so mad. They're just ruining it.
So FIFA doesn't get that paycheck from EA's, which is
100%. Like I'm so effing irritated. So effing irritated. Like I was talking to Dad and Uncle Mike about it, and it's just like you're just ruining. Like, it's finally in my country, and because it's in the USA, you literally have bumped all the prices up like X, just because we command the most money. Or we have it's not really the most value for a dollar, but it's worth the most outside of the British pound in the globe. And everything's marked up 4x. Because now you're going to lose real fans, right? The people who actually support, the people who buy the jerseys, the people who get their families into it, the people who have the parties at their house, the lawn parties of people actually watching and supporting these players.
The lawn
right? You're going to lose those fans because they can't go to an opening match.
Nope. Shout out to all the local bars, man. They about to go crazy.
Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
0 cents.
And then there was, because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to convert your right to buys into a right to ticket. And then so you convert.
Man. Okay.
But you have no idea how stupid this whole thing is. So you convert your right to buy to right to ticket. You pay the fee, it burns it just like a normal NFT would, right? And then it goes away.
Bro.
And then supposedly later on, like a month or two before the tournament starts, you'll get the ticket in your FIFA Collect app, right? You go in, scan the QR code, go. It's supposed to be super easy like that. They had hundreds of people where once they burned their RTBs and paid a fee, it got revoked with no refund.
And an explanation?
The explanation that FIFA gave was it FIFA or Morzeric? I forget what their name is. But somebody gave the explanation that the issue is so severe that they can no longer manually fix it, and they have to wait for the system to do it. So everybody will get their authorizations by Thursday, and that's this coming Thursday. The problem is, if I am not mistaken, because tomorrow's the 1st, Thursday is the day before the drawing to know what teams are going to play what teams.
Yeah.
So you really believe it's going to work on Thursday when you're going to have so many more people using the website before?
The traffic's already going to be crazy.
because they're supposed to live stream it. I don't know if it's ESPN. I don't know which regular network is going to stream it on TV, but supposedly FIFA.com is supposed to stream the drawing as well. So with all that traffic, you want to tell me FIFA Collect's going to be working when you can't even do the normal? And the thing is, it's not like everybody's buying a ticket, right? These are just people with money to spend to get a ticket right now. So you actually don't even have the real gamut of people trying to touch.
Yep, the casual fan.
The casual fan base, yeah. It's abysmal. I'm so close to giving up. So I'm gonna try one more time. I'm really hoping for that. Remember I told you I put in a form so I could volunteer for the World Cup?
Yes.
It seems like that's the way to get it. Seems like that's the way to get into this tournament. I gotta get picked to be a volunteer, and I'll be like, yes, sir, this way.
Yeah.
That's how I cash my ticket.
How you fit in, man. I am not gonna knock your hustle.
Oh man, I'm gonna get the tape like they did Psyduck and Pokemon, just taping on the side of my mouth right here and be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, sir, there's something wrong with your smile. You're like, I'm like this all the time.
Yeah. I'm having a pleasant day. Pleasant day. Pleasant day. Daniel's malfunctioning again.
Right. Disregard the alcohol bottles on the floor. But yeah, no, there's so many people. Like the Reddit's called FIFA Collect. There is so many disgruntled people on there. And the thing is, because everyone's been trying to offload their RTBs now, the price of the RTBs have plummeted. Because tomorrow's the last day to claim it or to burn it. My bad. Yeah, burn it to our right to ticket. And then once that's done, you lose your money. Tons of people are just out $500.
That's legal, right?
I guess. I don't know.
It's just happening.
Definitely not a rug pull of any kind.
It feels very much like a rug pull. Feels very because when you purchase them, you kind of have a feeling of, okay, I know I'm going to get a spot, right? And it does specifically say that this is just reserving your right to buy a ticket. You still have to buy the ticket. But at the same time, you're not giving me much wiggle room on the price of this ticket. And when it says group stage, I didn't ask for opening. I didn't ask for match 4. I asked for a match in this area, not the one that starts the muff over here. It's ridiculous. So I might just be hopping down to one of y'all houses to watch the games. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, probably more fun that way. And then go back and forth, to make you feel that experience, Like, you can come over here and watch it. I'll make sure we have nothing but Mexican food, so, you feel like, like you travel down south, and then we go to your place, and it's nothing but, like, Texas barbecue, bro, So you feel like you're moving around, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
right.
Does
it feel like you're fully actually paid for it and everything? You can give me money so you really feel like you got something out of it?
Right.
Now we're working.
Feel like you paid for a ticket?
Yeah.
You give me money, I may or may not let you in the door and still keep the money. Yeah, man. Right. We want the full FIFA experience. We got you, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. No worries.
Absolutely just straight
dog
water, man. All right, I'm done with this junk. Moving on. So, yeah, I came across this phrase or term, this new term. I want to know if y'all know what it is. Have you heard of sportswashing?
No.
Yeah, you could.
It's like a betting term?
No, it's, go ahead, guess. Please.
Sportswashing.
Yeah.
Is it when you drop every sport that you've been watching before and just start watching a bunch of new random ones?
No. It has to do with sports.
Wash the slate clean?
That's a good guess.
Yeah, a good guess.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know, man.
So it comes up a lot with, which we're going to move on to really close right afterwards, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I know. I'm going to try to be very a little bit better.
Tread lightly.
When I bring up Saudi Arabia again.
Tread lightly, sir.
Let me not make the same mistake twice. So with Saudi, I almost said Saudi America with Saudi Arabia's.
Oh, he nervous.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a little, this is recorded on a live channel, so I'm getting a little frazzled. God darn it. So with Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, right? People are using this term to show that they are basically taking over sports with money, specifically just money. And so they're kind of washing sports out with cash, basically, is what it comes out to. Because it is specifically geared towards the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund purchasing things. Right?
I get
so two of the biggest projects they have working on themselves right now is the Neom Sky Stadium. Have you guys been following the Mile new city that they're going to be building, Saudi Arabia?
Yes, I'm not following it, but I know of it.
Yeah, so they didn't break ground yet, but they're literally done with the schematics and architecture. So they know the Neom Sky Stadium is going to be basically not a levitating, but a skyscraper type stadium for soccer, right?
Why?
Very high profile, very like a full stadium or whatnot. This is also
I'm not mad at it, but why?
Saudi Arabia.
Okay. Yes. So here it's one of their. So they have three kind of metrics. I'll get to you right after this one, and then the next one is Qiddiya, and Qiddiya is basically, if you imagine, what's a really good place. Let's say most cities downtown center like Gaslamp, DTF, and Vegas all rolled into one, but maybe about times 4 the size. So it's basically going to be a city area with 3 designations or 3 sectors of the city where there's entertainment there's fast entertainment and there's slow entertainment. So that's what I was saying. You have like the downtown districts where you have that more chill, lax vibe type area. And then you have the high profile, which you'd be used to with like the magic shows, the dancing, scantily dressed men, all these type of people, or whatever.
What?
Huh? What did you say? But all these type of entertainment districts or whatever in this $75 billion city. And so it comes up with the term sports washing, whatever, how they're literally just washing out sports with cash.
Got
I get
it.
it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So like
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So and it's so they have 3, or the way that's kind of being described is they have 3 paths that they seem to be taking, and the first one looks to be like disruption, right? So we already know the Live Golf launch in 2021, how they poached players from the PGA, right? Made their own Live whatever league, and then eventually basically merged back with the PGA. So you had those players who left everybody, gave PGA the middle finger, and came back, and they're just like, "Oh, looks like you're gonna pay me again, sirs." Right? That was the biggest first one. The second one was when they had Cristiano Ronaldo join Al Nassr for the Saudi league.
I didn't even know the golf one was first.
Yeah, the golf one was for sure. Cristiano Ronaldo, I think, was 2022, and he signed a 2-year contract. It was up in 2025, and then at the end of 2025, they thought he was going to leave, and he re-upped for another 2 years. So I think it's over in 27. I think. But this guy's getting like $200 million annually.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah,
like
insane.
Up to Pooty, man, like crazy. Yeah. So like I said, they're that disruption portion of it. But now they're paying the money. And while Cristiano Ronaldo is a great player, and he's scoring, but that club hasn't won yet in the league. So
does it have all
the money? No, as long as you have all those people coming into the league to watch it.
Exactly.
You really don't need to, as long as you're bringing in the eyeballs,
which he is.
It's a disruptor, right? the purchase of Newcastle United, another soccer league or whatever, where now instead of focusing on old heads that they were doing before, they've changed it up and they're like, no, we want to focus on young blood, right? We want to get new talent in here. We want to make sure that we're setting up for the future, not so much keeping status quo.
Yeah.
So they have these things where they are massively disrupting with cash. Okay. And then, like, one of the other big ones I have out here written down is the ATP and the WTA. What is it? Something I just made that up. Tennis. The Women's Tennis Association, and then I forget what the other one's called. It's Tennis Professionals Association of Tennis Professionals. That's what it is. So basically, the men's and the women's tennis leagues, right? Got it. And Saudi doesn't own. Oh, the Saudi Arabia Investment Fund doesn't own them. Oh, what's that again, girls? The PIF basically is what it stands for. They don't own those association leagues, but they are heavy sponsors for them. So what they're trying to do right now is use their influence to merge the two, right? So that all of the money is in one area. And again, using their money influence to kind of command the thing around sports. And so I was going over a lot of these things. This is one part where it's pretty heavy. What are you guys' thoughts so far on this?
It sounds Saudi Arabia to me. It doesn't sound, from the little knowledge I've gained of Saudi Arabia and sports and that culture. You talked about the entertainment in general, which is also crazy, but just in the sports world, yeah, I would expect there to be. That's when you said that they're doing it. Yeah, I'd expect there to be a floating stadium for soccer in Saudi Arabia. Of course, I expect that to be a thing. Yeah. No, everything you said to me checks out. That place is just there. The goal for Saudi Arabia is supposed to be this wonderland, this high tech, expensive storybook wonderland of things in entertainment and sports and stuff. At the end of the day, we're going to see LeBron James when he retires. He's going to be over there leading a team in Saudi Arabia. They're going to be taking all the best talent. They want everybody in one little hub. So for this to be happening, it don't surprise me in the slightest. Not even a little bit. And it ends up working out. That's the crazy thing. Like it works, which is also crazy. Like it feels like they just have a never-ending faucet of finances.
The thing that's interesting about the PIF is that while it is a public investment fund, it's only public from the perspective of they have to file when they put money somewhere, right? So we know for a fact, okay, cool, they spent $75 billion to do this. They spent $10 billion to do this. They spent $250,000 to do this. That's as public as it gets. As far as how deep the well goes of their financing, that part is not known. It is estimated at about $4 to $6 trillion of wealth is what it's estimated at. And then again, a billion is 1,000 million, right? And a trillion is 1,000 billion.
Billion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like the two exponents going up, yeah, it is. The two exponents going up, it gets really hard to wrap your head around exactly how much money that is, but it is very consequential. Very consequential. So with this first disruptor part, it's very super interesting. There's some, but your takes on this, Coda, before we move on?
Same thing. Not shocked at all. Like, they're doing literally everything in their power to just make it like a super cool place. Mr. Beast has a freaking amusement park over there, bro. Yeah. No, I'm not shocked by this whatsoever. They're just trying to get the biggest out of every entertainment piece.
The hub of entertainment.
And they have the money to do it. So, aren't they the same? Didn't they just do that gigantic comedy show that everybody was like upset about and stuff like that? Or was it that was in Riyadh?
They did?
They just did like
it happened
in Riyadh, or they were going to do it. The one that had like all like the comedians and stuff that they were paying out and like that.
Yeah, I only know about it going to be a thing. I didn't know if it happened or not yet. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm not shocked by that. I'm not shocked. The LeBron thing is funny to me, though, man. It'd be funny to me if that man retires, just goes over there.
I can see it.
1 year, $400 million.
No, I can see it happen, man. All I can think of is Space Jam. I can think of the alien and how he has Michael Jordan just playing for the rest of his life.
Gotcha, yeah.
That's what Saudi Arabia. That's the
Space
vibe
Jam,
I get with Ronaldo right now. Give you all the world, but you're just gonna play for me forever. That's the vibe I get.
That's actually pretty good. It was September 26th to October 9th. What you're talking about, Coda? The Riyadh Comedy Festival?
Yeah.
With Schultz and everybody?
Yeah, with everybody that's sold out. And then Shane Gillis and them were like the only ones that actually said something about it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not shocked about that situation whatsoever. Like, at all.
So the consolidation portion of it, which is the second step, the consolidation point of it is the things like how, like I brought up with the tennis matches, whatever. They're consolidating them into just one platform. The same with the PGA, the tennis, golf. They're consolidating them into they're consolidating them into one portion so that the control is easier to push because it's only one organization versus the pieces. Right? They don't got to put their money in all the different types of places. It's just this one giant thing. I own 15% of it. Nobody can say anything. Right?
Yeah.
Boxing's another one. We're going to come up to that. And then after that consolidation, the next big one is domestic integration. So I know I always talk about the World Cup being here, but honestly, at the end of the day, I'm really close to not giving a F about that anymore. The next World Cup? It's going to be 2028. No, I think 2 World Cups from now. Because 26, 30, 2 World Cups from now. So 2034, 8 years away, but or 9 years away. That World Cup is going to be in Saudi Arabia.
And it's never leaving.
So by then, the Neom Stadium, the Sky Stadium, if they start to get ground built on that Miles City, at least that stadium, there's no way it's not opening match is not hosted there. Right, all of the Qiddiya, that media outlet or whatever, because the Qiddiya city, the party city, that they've already broke ground on that and they're building that already. The Miles City, they're not, because Qiddiya is right outside of the capital of Saudi Arabia. So they already broke ground on that. They didn't say the estimates of how long it'll take to get fully built out, but 8 years is a long time for construction.
Yeah.
You can get the infrastructure up probably 90% of it in maybe 3 years, honestly, if you're paying people good money to get it done. And money doesn't seem to be a problem really here. Nope. So that domestic integration is really going to start coming about once you have the facilities. Like one of my arguments for the current World Cup in the U.S. is that the U.S. already has all the stadiums and everything built to host the World Cup. There's no reason why we should be sharing with Mexico and Canada, right?
Yeah,
not to say those aren't great countries.
Right. It could be like split up.
Yeah, there's no reason why we have to share with those other two countries.
Right.
Like, we have enough facilities, we have enough ability to move people around. It doesn't, like, let them have their own thing, right? Do it in Mexico, do every single match at Azteca and the other one. And I think the other one's Mayan something, I think. But, like, they have stadiums too, not as much as us. But they have stadiums too. There's no reason why we should be sharing. I don't understand. Right? Qiddiya, once it's built out, they're going to be in the same situation that the U.S. is in, except they have more purchasing power, right? Because they actually have cash, right? The U.S. prints cash. It's different, right? We have money, but we print our money because the only thing we export is dollars. Saudi Arabia exports energy, right? So that's never going to go out of business. We need energy until we move on to batteries and solar, which isn't going to happen, honestly, because nobody wants to do it. Or maybe Elon, but assuming he's not in prison, right? Eventually, or stuck in Mars or something like that.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say,
So like they have an endless supply of cash that does not hurt their country. Versus us, we don't. We have an endless supply of cash or debt that hurts the country. So we can only go so far in like bidding, right? My boy would be like, "I'm putting down $1 trillion," and we're like, 500 billion. That's what you said, right?
final answer.
All right.
Take it or leave it.
I'll give you citizenship. I promise. Right. so you can't argue the two or whatever. So they're building stuff to get ready for these things. And once the events go off and they're just like magnificent, like the how the Olympics were in China, how the new stadium they built, the fireworks are amazing. They had the they basically pioneered the drone shows. Have you seen those?
Big old bird nest looking stadium you're talking about?
Yeah, that one. And then they have the drones doing the pictographs or whatever in the sky or whatnot. They basically pioneered it because that's never gonna happen here. God forbid we do anything cool in the United States, right? So there's really no comparison once it actually takes off. Like they're basically going to control all of sports, and it's going to be even worse than how it is now, where you're already dealing with corporatizing teams to bring in more funds.
Yep.
And then now it's becoming even more business-like, where it's like, okay, cool, we did, I don't know, let's round number, we did $1 million last year. Now, sorry guys, we got to do $2 million this year because we had to raise somebody's contract. And nobody wants to put caps on people's contract numbers anymore. It's just, hey, if we could get him on the team, we can sell 10 more jerseys. That's all that matters.
Insane.
Right? You good, Coda?
Mm-hmm. I was spaced out hard, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Brother, I almost was concerned very heavily for you.
I like spaced out so hard just now in that whole process.
Bro, I slowly saw the light fade from your eyes right there.
Yeah, man, it's late in Texas, brother.
Fair enough. All right, moving on to the last part. I'll do the part I wanted to talk to you about, CK, real quick. So there's a bunch of rumors, right, to end this whole thing with Saudi Arabia. A bunch of rumors.
Oh, God.
The one I want to get to first, and then we'll get to the TKO one, is Saudi Arabia's Daniel, stop. The public investment fund that Saudi Arabia owns, right? Supposedly is going to do a fat major investment in the Dolphins.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Not where I thought this was.
Yes. That's one. Right, that's one.
Okay.
So supposedly that's one of the things they're looking at, right? Amongst some other things.
For sure.
And they have already been in talks with the NFL about this. And the NFL...
Oh, the football team Dolphins.
Yeah.
Man, I thought you were going to start talking about they about to make a dolphin racing sport, so now they're like investing in dolphins.
You thought he meant actual dolphins.
Yes, that's why I'm like, what are we on right now? Got it.
Hold on.
Miami Dolphins. Got it. Okay, I am.
Hold on.
You're on to something, though.
Hold on here. Just to address this real quick. You want to tell me you wouldn't watch men riding dolphins in a race?
Paid for by billionaires.
If we could watch men and women... are there female jockeys for horse racing?
I don't think so.
I don't.
There might be. I've never seen them. There might not. I don't know.
So, if we can watch very tiny men race on horses, we can't watch tiny men race on dolphins?
I never said he couldn't. The thing is, you're right. There would be a market for that stupid sport. That would be such a dumb sport.
You know how hard it would be to train a dolphin to put a saddle on it?
Saying, bro.
You're onto something on this.
No, I don't want credit for this. Nope.
No, you're onto something.
You're thinking about bidding for the Miami Dolphins. Okay, continue.
All right. Yeah. So the Miami Dolphins came up a bunch of times for slight investment. Now NFL is nonprofit, so investing is a little weird, right? And what things came up as I was researching it, because nobody's saying exactly what they're doing. You're just getting rumors of I heard them say this, I saw paperwork say that, this person was talking to this person, the owner was over here, so nothing's concrete. Like I said, these are all rumors, blah blah blah. Say for what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. There also came up that the NFL, there's a 10% cap on investment for the NFL for anything, right? That they would get lax on that investment once they get used to the passive income that comes in from Saudi Arabia investment fund. So here's another where it's a slippery slope, right? Where you start letting money come in, and then now eventually the investment fund owns 100% of the NFL.
Sheesh. Good. Maybe not good, but
God damn.
Yeah, maybe not good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you slowly get in there. Right now, it owns 50% of golf because they merged.
Golf.
They're buying golf. So
They're
just
buying golf.
So they're going through and doing stuff. The other rumor is Prince
Yes.
Khalid bin Sultan Abdullah Al.
I knew who you were talking about. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Godspeed, brother. Yeah,
I'm sorry. He publicly stated that a Saudi-owned investment fund owned F1 team is right around the corner.
I already know, man.
I can see that again. Not Sean.
Right around the corner. He's just talking trash.
Yeah.
He's just like, it's right around the corner. And Qiddiya, whatever, the city is in talks to build an F1 track. What's the game?
Jersey. Abu Dhabi. Experience it.
I'm just saying, like, between my Knicks and between wrestling, that's why I'm saying, I said at the top, none of this surprises me that they're making that move to literally own all entertainment. Because in a simpler term for, like, with wrestling, with WWE, they only had one PLE. Their deal was to have one PLE premium live event. So their deal was to have one of them a year, and it was a stupid event that they made just for them, just for the Prince, called Crown Jewel. And all it would be is you would have, and none of the stories would ever make sense, but for 1 month you had to drop everything and make sure best wrestler fights best wrestler, Logan Paul fights somebody, and just ask to make sure that it is the most entertaining wrestling night of wrestling ever, right? And that was what it was, because Saudi Arabia, they want all the stars out there, but make sure you cover up those women. We cannot dare see their chest and necks. So that was what it started as.
Damn shame.
Yeah, but now starting next year, they have Royal Rumble that's going to be in Saudi Arabia in January. Now everybody knows Royal Rumble. That is one of the biggest events. That's not WrestleMania. Yeah. Royal Rumble is WWE. So now that is going to be Saudi Arabia. As I just mentioned, God bless those women, because they're going to be out there having to cover up from head to toe.
That's going to work, man.
Yeah, and then they don't, bro. When I tell you there's no reaction when they go out there, like literally they don't give a damn about the ladies out there. So that's already gonna be a nightmare. But hey, money, right? But they get that. They just locked in WrestleMania 2027. So next year they got WrestleMania. So long story short, they got my New York Knicks. Look it up, Daniel. New York Knicks, I think we're number 3 right now as the most profitable sports team in sports. So it doesn't surprise me where you're talking about them picking up golf and now F1, which is taking over the world right now as well. So that's going to be more profit. Yeah. So this is all going. We're worried about AI. I'm worried about us never having sports again, because everything will be coming out of Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Like Madison Square Gardens, Crypto.com Arena, all those places ain't going to matter because everything's just going to be happening in Saudi Arabia. The first time
in Riyadh.
Right, in Riyadh. Right? Everything is Riyadh. But no, for the first time ever, Riyadh and Abu Dhabi. For the first time ever, the Knicks had their game in the preseason. They had a 2-game series against the Sixers in Abu Dhabi, and that was the first time it ever happened. They went all out with the stops. They brought every retired player that you know of. They made sure they all made the trip. So Allen Iverson's out there. The Dwayne Wades are out there. Everybody that's still alive that's a star from the past. They made sure they didn't have to have any connection to the Knicks or the Sixers. what they're doing.
I was about to say,
they know how to play the game. Yeah, no, there's no. They're bringing everybody
Nick
out
Sixers AI cool. Why D Wade? What
Brother,
D Wade got going on?
DJ Khaled made the trip. There's no connection to the Knicks and DJ Khaled, bro. So they're going full force on taking over the entertainment, and like you were saying, they want to be the entertainment hub of the world. So it does not surprise me that now F1 is going to be. Yeah, I can see all that happening. These social media stars too are starting to get connected to them, and man, it as Nick mentioned, the comedy show. Yeah, bro, they're going for everything.
Man, I was saying the same thing. That's it.
Yeah.
Crazy, I 100% agree with him, and I can't wait for my theory that I have about eventually one day there's going to be a point where companies are just going to start buying percentages of YouTube channels like they're freaking stocks, and that's going to end up happening with a lot of people. It's already happening right now. Freaking Dude Perfect got 100, or I don't know how much percentage of their channel they gave away, but they got $100 million. So I keep it going. That's going to keep happening because it's just going to be like they're investing in the business. Me personally, but I don't think so.
Million? They don't. It sounds crazy,
but it was like a portion of the channel, though.
Yeah, it used to get 10%.
You know what? That's right.
Yeah, and they gave
a small portion. It wasn't the whole thing, and they kept creative freedom, which is the biggest thing.
They used to give the YouTubers a chance to buy those users out in a certain amount of time.
Okay.
So it'd be like, okay, cool. I invest $100 into you as a YouTube channel, so I'm investing in your revenue, and then after 2 years, if you want, you can buy me out based on your current amount that it's worth, kind of thing. So that's what it's been, because I think a couple of channels have actually come out and said that they took the funds in the beginning, kind of thing like that. Some of them were like, I wish you didn't take as much because I got super big, but then you want to be as big if you didn't take the money. It's a chicken and egg situation kind of thing.
For sure.
Moving on to the last two big rumors, whatever. I think it's the Siraj Sports investment, in line with the Saudi investment fund, is planning to invest. This was actually a pretty low investment, $500 million into the the T20 cricket league.
Why not?
Okay.
Right, which of course it's small for us in the U.S., but it's big over in Europe, right? Europe and India, India and Europe, really, really big, right? And that and rugby. I didn't see much about rugby, but I can imagine it can't be far behind, right? Honestly, we might turn on ESPN and see that rock skipping channel again. Coda.
Heck yeah, brother, bring it back.
And
I missed it.
We will see, brought to you by Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it says on there.
ESPN 8.
Yeah.
There might be an ESPN Saudi Arabia before you know it. And that's what the channel's called.
I know you're making a joke, but I would not be surprised.
And the very, very last rumor involves TKO Holdings, right? That the investment fund is in final talks, not preliminary, not signing talks. They are in final talks to start a boxing league with TKO Holdings.
Yeah, I believe that. It's not. It's done. There's no final talks. It's done.
Is it done? Has it been announced already?
Yeah. They had the conversation. The Prince was out there. Yeah. That's done. I think they're already trying to set up the first card and everything too. Yeah, no, that's a done deal.
Yeah.
TKO. They trying to take over. The TKO side of it is there. They're trying to take over all facets of fighting.
Yeah.
So you got the wrestling, you got the boxing, the UFC is already a part of it. So we got Dana and all them too. So yeah, TKO is it's in the name, right?
Yeah. Totally, so that means because Dana's going to be heading it.
Yep. So I think that's where I heard from. He was talking about it. I think it was the Logan Paul, the Impulsive podcast. He was talking about how they were, at that time it was final stages, but since then, it's a wrap. It's happening.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be doing both UFC and that.
So this is probably just further investment from the two. That's probably all it is. Mm-hmm. But again, like a whole new league that people are going to hand over fist go into, and then when all of TKO took over all the UFC rights, right?
Correct.
For streaming and whatnot. So it's almost everything. It's literally almost
Remember,
everything.
also Dana White also has the slap, so the slap's also part time
Yeah.
in there too.
Forgot about the slap. Yeah.
You ever watch a lot of those slap
Hell
matches?
yeah.
But I get over it after a time, after a little while. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like after about 20 minutes.
It's good for shorts and TikToks, but like I get over them.
But
All right,
some of those, bro,
crazy rearranging faces.
They be putting back to sleep, man.
Yeah,
like it's rough. But back on the main point though, with the investment fund, like how much does this change sports, or is it just business as normal?
Oh boy, what I want to see is how much of the passion for all said sports fades, or does it play a factor at all? That's what I'm a little worried about, the passion of it, because again, on the smallest of sample sizes with wrestling, the passion doesn't matter because they're worried more about the ticket sales. So like I mentioned to you guys, like when you build for a PLE, the stories at least there's continuity to them. But when it came to Crown Jewel, it would be say like Roman Reigns and The Rock are talking for like the entire year, and you know it's going to lead up to them fighting. But then that 1 month of Crown Jewel, all of a sudden Roman Reigns stopped talking to Rock, and he's having a conversation with Logan Paul to set up the match for a Crown Jewel because they want to make sure they get the biggest sales. So that example is. For using that example, I'm saying like I wonder with all of these sports, because I haven't watched much of Ronaldo. Everything I've seen of him over there, it's all highlights, and it seems like he's just showing that he still got it. But D's point was he's doing his thing, he's playing well, but they ain't winning, right? Or they didn't win the chip. So I guess my question is, with all of this, like how much of the passion is still going to be there, or is it just everybody's out there showing off their talents for paychecks? That's where my wonder is with all this. Because I'm telling you, man, you can have the best of the best, but if there's nothing to play for and people see that it's not really like intense, well, viewership's gonna go down, man. But we'll see.
Agree. I say until further notice, there's nothing to worry about yet. This is how I feel.
Because honestly, like Cristiano Ronaldo's case, like when you're getting $200 million annually, clearly money's not really the driver.
Yeah.
Right. Like in one interview, he said that he liked the challenge of a new country and a new league.
I believe that.
And like he's scoring hand over fist, but like I said, but you brought up, like they haven't won the title yet, right? So is this I'm gonna take my talents to South Beach, type thing, or is this okay? Let's pay for some more players to see if we can up the difficulty bar.
Didn't they try to get Neymar too around the same time? But Neymar decided to stay.
I don't know why, because he's junk. But yeah.
Well, name. It doesn't matter. I tell you, they don't care about that.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. It's the name. It's the name. Messi was also addressed in there too.
Yeah.
In the public documents that came out.
But he ended up winning.
So, yeah. So with these changes or whatnot, I agree with what Coda said. It will take some time to see what the ramifications are, and very acutely pointed, money clearly isn't a factor per se once you've reached a certain wealth meter, right? So without that being the factor, because how many of us shoot for these leagues or whatever to get that big payday, and then like you're set for life. But once you've been set for life and it's just become your normal life, right? What now is your reason to push to be best of the player and other leagues, your teammates, all that? Because the thing is, Ronaldo can get over there, and now he got to get used to a whole new team, right? He got people whooping him in the shower, and he don't know why. He just come out and they just rap it out. You be like, man, you ain't nothing, bro. You can't.
Welcome to Al Nassir,
right? So you got used to a bunch of people, culture, everything. So it's as little as changing NBA teams to moving countries and going international.
Yeah.
And with sports, it's your fan base. Like your fans are what keep you going. Because at the end of the day, right, these aren't free events. Right? At the end of the day, they're not giving away anything. You're not able to watch these things for free. It's pay to play. So with that in mind, right, the drive and time, I wonder if it will coalesce together in a parallel frame, or will eventually the time and the drive dip at the same time? Where it's just like, and then with Ronaldo's as well, his contract is only 2 years, and it got extended another 2 years. So how much are they really invested, right? Like if you were really down low, bruh, 10-year contract, easy.
Well,
Not
Ronaldo
played the same. Okay, he's older now.
Ronaldo could just be looked at the example, so when they do start throwing contracts at the Mbappes and those guys in the future, Ronaldo could be the example of look at his run. Look at what he has done here. He's made all the money. He made the fans and sold out and da-da-da-da-da. And then that's when they start throwing money at other key guys, but hopefully to try and get a majority of them rather than just getting the one big fish. Ronaldo's now that example.
Yeah. Agreed.
So
100%. So it is interesting to see how this plays out. But I think it's also interesting the way that the one of these rumors that I thought was telling is the NFL one laxing the rules on the 10% cap when they get used to the income coming in from that fund. And so that's a super slippery slope, because once you start loosening your rules for the new daddy who comes in with the new monies and the new cars, that's when your platform starts to suffer. Because yes,
and then that's when Saudi can swoop in.
Yes. And then that's when they can change rules, like you guys have female workers, we don't do that anymore, right? Not to say they would, right?
No, but you're right. It's a good example. It's realistic.
Still business, right?
Yeah,
and they have a different continental culture the United States has.
Yeah.
Right? Like each country is different. The same way how US goes into places and buys up land and all kinds of junk, whatever, right? We sometimes don't follow it, but every country has to abide by where they're purchasing things in and how they're running it. Same thing with Google, Facebook, and China. When you have your search engine in China, the way that their culture is run, right? They don't like certain things on the internet. So YouTube. To run your business over there, you have to adhere to the country's rules. So when they're over here, the problem is America ain't got no rules. The only rule America has is if you have money, you can play. That's it. That is the only real rule that we have with business. If you don't have money, you can't play. If you got the dollar bills, I'm in my office. Come knock on the door. Right? We have an open door policy here, but only if you got the bills for it. So I think it's definitely an eye opener to owners, fans as well too, but fans can only do so much with their wallets, right? But really for the owners of these teams to not think that the grass is green on the other side when they're struggling, kind of thing, and not be too don't be adverse to it, but don't be too rushed to be like, hey, this is a quick payday, this gets us through the next two annual fiscal years or whatever, and we'll be fine by the third one. You kind of just have to suck it up sometimes and just front the pain. But it will be interesting. Yeah, it will be interesting the next. I say if this stuff really starts to make a difference, maybe 2 years. Olympics is 2 years after World Cup, right? Mm-hmm. So I think this really starts to make a difference because Olympics is here too, right?
Yep.
Not this one. Is it this one or the next one?
I thought it was this one.
No, you're right. It is 100% this one. You're right.
Yeah. So I think it really starts to take an effect 2 years after this next. No, because that'll be World Cup again. So maybe a year or 18 months after this World Cup ends, where you're really going to start to see, because we'll have a new presidency, so you have a bunch of new rules again from the U.S. perspective.
Hopefully.
Let's hope.
So you'll have a bunch of new rules and a bunch of new initiatives posted, and we'll see all of these. Which one of all of these Rubers? Okay, so the TKO Holding ones, that's already cemented. So this one's got to be another acquisition within that in terms of money wise.
Possibly.
The F1, you'll see how far those other ones went and which ones actually got pushed through. And for instance, we'll see how far Kitty gets in that city. So like, because they're not going to put money, because their whole point is divesting from oil. That's their big thing, right? They want to divest from only being oil, because once oil goes away, which they had a shock scare when we started doing only EVs and the Green Deal and all those type of things in our country, where we're like, hey, you know what? We don't want barrels of oil anymore. We're going to go full solar. We're going to go full batteries, right? And of course, that spooked them a little bit. It was like, oh, the U.S. has never done that before. Like, yeah, right.
Right.
Oh gosh.
Like your dollar is literally backed by, it's called the greenback for a reason, right? It's backed by fuel basically from Nixon. Yeah. So like these things or whatever, like they have a ramification, right? So what happens when all of our industries are no longer owned by us, but now the US is just a platform, the same way how iOS has its Apple Store and Android has the Google Play Store, but they're getting in trouble with monopolies because they're making too much money on a cut, right? What happens when the United States becomes the platform and can't make any money from its own platform?
Yeah.
Right?
Big problem. Yeah.
What happens when our things that we've created, we no longer own, and we can do nothing to take them back because of our own rule sets? Isn't that a crazy thought?
That's an interesting thought.
Exactly. Right? Because we're so willing to take investment for these factions we have with entertainment. What happens when we lose control of the entertainment?
Well, the world might know with Saudi Arabia moving the way they're moving.
Yeah, honestly. So it's an eye-opener thing, and it's a little deep for sports, I get it, but it's something to like really pay attention to, where even on certain video game developers or whatever, like a lot of them are owned by the investment fund as well now too. And are you going to stop purchasing those video games because the developer is owned by them? Probably not.
Yeah.
You could be that moralistic person and hold strict to your morals, but best believe 10 other people do not care.
And also a lot of casuals don't even know.
Get bought, man.
Exactly. A lot of casuals don't even know. A lot of people still don't know that YouTube's owned by Google or Alphabet. A lot of people don't know that. And I am so surprised every time I hear some person say, oh, Google owns YouTube? I didn't know that.
What? People still don't know that? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought that was more.
Like I thought it was a common thing to know. But if you're not in like we're all YouTubers, right? So we all know those things. As second as our skin. Other people who aren't on all the time, or they don't even have a Gmail account, they still have an AOL and a Hotmail and all that junk as their main email client. Some of them just don't know. So those things that would be second akin to us, whatever, to them, it's just like, oh, man, this is some esoteric garbage. What is going on here?
Ignorance.
All these YouTubes and alphabets and ABC. I'm just trying to watch this game right here. Turn on Fox. Right? So yeah, it's an interesting area that we're in right now. It's some food for thought for those fans out there.
That's an understatement.
Right? But I think that's a good spot to end. I think we'll go into the media consumption is changing another time, because I like the way this is ending off here.
Okay.
But before we close up, you doing anything new, Coda, that we need to know about? No documentaries, nothing you got out recently you want to plug?
Recently, no, not really. I've got to finish what I'm working on right now, but not really.
Okay. Where can everybody find you online?
Coda the Dreamer on literally everything.
Oh, got it. UCK, any new ventures you're working on?
What? Even on Marvel Rivals? Knicks are in the heat of the season right now. We're about to possibly be NBA Cup champions. We that first game's December 9th. But yeah, that's literally my life right now. So yeah, you can find me everywhere at CK2K. If you're a Knicks fan, check us out on Knicks Fan TV as well. That's it. That's all I'm on right now.
I did see that ending score though. Was it 116 to 94, 96? The ending score
today? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we beat the Raptors.
I was watching. I was just like, dang, they're not even gonna crack 100.
Good. We need to, because our defense has been a problem.
But yeah, thanks for joining today, guys. Appreciate the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we are signing out. Like.
Kings coming at you from the streets. We rise, elevate, game intellectual hustlers and nothing to say. Brothers on the rise, building up our name. Let's not podcast, see free and go up.
Skadoosh.
I say gay.
Oh.